From massive mega tsunamis to unusual waves, today's list is a testament to the power that water can wield. Here are the top 10 largest waves in Earth's history. Number 10. The Spirit Lake Mega Tsunami. When Mount St. Helens erupted on May 18, 1980, it became one of the most famous volcanic eruptions in US history. But the eruption also caused one of the biggest waves in recorded history as well. When the volcano erupted, it created a massive landslide that essentially deposited up to 430 million cubic meters of debris into the popular Spirit Lake. The debris raised the elevation of the lake from 187 feet to 206 feet, increasing the surface area of the lake from 1,300 acres to 2,200 acres. It also triggered a massive mega tsunami. The mega tsunami reached a peak of 260 meters high and crashed into the shoreline. Before the massive wave, Spirit Lake had been a popular tourist destination, with several campgrounds and beaches dispersed along the water's edge. But the Spirit Lake mega tsunami decimated these campgrounds and beaches, closing the lake indefinitely. Number 9. The Destructive Wave of Ancient Sicily. Nearly 8,000 years ago, a massive wave swept the shores of Sicily. The wave was caused by the volcanic eruption of Mount Etna. Mount Etna, which sits on the east coast of Sicily, is the highest active volcano in Europe. When the volcano erupted thousands of years ago, it sent 6 cubic miles of rock directly into the ocean below, crashing into the water at speeds of 200 miles an hour. This not only caused an underwater mudslide, but also a gigantic wave. Because this happened so long ago, there's no way to know for sure how tall this wave was. But scientists at the National Institute of Geophysics and Volcanology in Italy have attempted to recreate this wave through computer simulation. Their estimate? Scientists believe that the wave caused by the Mount Etna volcanic eruption was at least 130 feet high. They also estimate that it traveled at a speed of 450 miles per hour. Since Mount Etna is still an active volcano today, scientists have completed this research as a cautionary project. They warn that, should Mount Etna erupt again, due to their findings, the volcano would cause another massive wave that would reach the shores of southern Italy in under 15 minutes. Number 8. The Man-Made Mega Tsunami. Most massive waves and mega tsunamis are acts of nature, and therefore out of control. However, the Vajont Dam tsunami was a direct result of human error and negligence. The wave happened at the Vajont Dam in Venice. The dam, which is one of the tallest dams ever built, caused instability of the mountainside of Mount Tauk. The instability, however, was both ignored and overlooked. On October 9, 1963, the mountain gave way and caused a massive and quick landslide. The landslide, which comprised of roughly 340 million cubic meters of debris, plummeted into the reservoir at speeds of 110 kilometers per hour. Within 45 seconds, the landslide was complete, but the damage had just begun. The landslide caused a mega tsunami. The mega tsunami, which reached a peak of 820 feet, crashed over the top of the dam, flooding the villages and towns below. It was a catastrophic wave, killing an estimated 2,500 people throughout the villages of Longoron, Pirago, Rivalta, Villanova, and Fay. This wave could have been avoided if more precautions had been taking place while building the dam. Number 7. The Fogo Volcano Wave. Off the coast of West Africa, near the Cape Verde Islands, in the Atlantic Ocean, scientists have discovered evidence of a massive mega tsunami that likely took place around 73,000 years ago. The Fogo volcano experienced a flank collapse, meaning that the slopes of the volcano suddenly gave way. The flank collapse of the volcano caused 40 cubic miles of debris to surge into the ocean. The sheer volume of the debris displaced enough water to create a massive wave. Scientists have found giant boulders on the nearby island of Santiago, which they believe were carried on shore by the wave. The boulders, which are extremely heavy at 770 tons, would have needed a significant force to carry them so far. Scientists have used the weight of these boulders and their distance from the shore to calculate the size of the wave. Scientists have calculated that the height of the wave caused by the Fogo volcano flank collapse was 800 feet, making this wave the tallest one in history. Number 6. The Sumatra Tsunami. This next tsunami is not as old as some of its counterparts, but it is one of the most devastating and destructive waves of all time. On December 26, 2004, a massive earthquake with a magnitude of 9.1 shook the Indian Ocean. The earthquake happened undersea along the fault between the Burma Plate and the Indian Plate. The earthquake caused a number of mega tsunamis, with the highest wave reaching a height over 100 feet. The waves crashed into the shoreline of the Indian Ocean, decimating 14 countries and killing an estimated 227,898 people. Known as the Boxing Day tsunamis, these waves remain one of the worst natural disasters ever. Over $14 billion were donated to help with the relief efforts. Number 6. The Japan Tsunami of 2011. On March 11, 2011, Japan was hit by a giant wave that had tragic and long-lasting impacts. The wave was caused by a massive magnitude 9 earthquake. Japan is no stranger to the damaging effects of tsunamis, and therefore has a very sophisticated and proactive tsunami warning system. Japanese people were given a 1-minute warning before the earthquake happened, and were sent a tsunami warning via different media outlets. However, the size of the wave was severely underestimated, and not everyone paid heed to the warning. Consequently, when the tsunami hit, it flooded over 217 square miles of land and killed 15,895 people. It is reported that the highest wave swelled to a peak of 128 feet high before it came crashing down, which is a lot higher than the warning led people to believe it would be. Number 5. The New Zealand Wave. The next wave boasts the title of the largest wave ever recorded in the Southern Hemisphere. On May 8, 2018, a savage storm raged the waters near Campbell Island, roughly 430 miles south of New Zealand. The height of the wave was recorded by a solar-powered buoy, which was installed in the ocean for such purposes. The wave reached a height of 78 feet high, knocking out the previous Southern Hemisphere wave record holder, which was only 72 feet high. However, even more amazingly is that the buoy only records the heights of waves every 3 hours, so there could have been waves that were even higher. In any case, the wave made headlines, and this record-breaking wave is holding fast to its current title. Number 4. The Krakatau Tsunami. On August 27, 1883, the Krakatau volcano of Indonesia erupted, causing a giant tsunami of the Sunda Strait. The Krakatau volcano is on an island, and when it erupted, its magma chamber collapsed, causing the surrounding seabed to collapse as well. Over 70% of the island was destroyed. The resulting wave, which was over 40 meters high, collided with the coastline and wiped out 165 villages on Java and Sumatra. An estimated 36,000 people were killed by this eruption-caused tsunami. Furthermore, the waves were so big that sightings spread far and wide. The waves were seen throughout the Indian and Pacific Oceans, with some as far away as South America. Number 2. The Alaskan Mega Tsunami. On July 9, 1958, an earthquake at Lituya Bay, Alaska caused a wave so big that it is the biggest wave in recorded history. The wave was caused by a landslide that was triggered by an earthquake. The earthquake, which took place at Fairweather Fault, caused a destructive landslide of 30 million cubic meters. Almost 90 million tons of debris crashed into the inlet at Lituya Bay. The sudden displacement of water caused a massive mega tsunami with a height of 1,720 feet. The wave quickly swept across Lituya Bay, over the La Chaussee Spit, and into the Gulf of Alaska. The force of the wave was so powerful that it decimated all vegetation on land, destroying everything in its path and uprooting millions of trees. Thankfully, though, this occurred in a very rural area of Alaska, so the damage done by the wave was mostly to land, and not to people or their homes. Number 1. The Eltanin Impact Tsunami. During the late Pliocene era, roughly 2.5 million years ago, it's believed that a giant asteroid landed in the southern Pacific Ocean. The asteroid, which scientists believe could have been as big as 4 kilometers in diameter, would have caused the largest wave in Earth's history. Although it's impossible to know for sure just how big this wave was, some scientists estimate that the wave was hundreds of meters high, and it would have traveled over 4,000 kilometers per hour. The destruction of this wave is twofold. The colossal wave would have destroyed massive amounts of land when it hit the shoreline, severely affecting the ecosystem and impacting the dinosaurs. But a wave of that magnitude would have also emitted large amounts of dust, sulfur, and water vapor into the air, potentially sending enough into the atmosphere to block out or at least dim the sun. This could have essentially kicked off the start of the Ice Age. A wave large enough to have that much environmental impact deserves the top spot on our list, which is why the Elton and Impact Tsunami has claimed number 1 on our list of the largest waves in the Earth's history.